What's up? It's Jat T. Jones. I've been away for a while because I've been in the pad transforming and getting ready to give you a whole set of new content. I've recently transformed my body from this to this. In the first picture, when I'm overweight, I'm 42 years old. In this second picture, I'm 43 and ripped. So I want to share this transformation with you and the unexpected benefits that I reaped from transforming my body that I wasn't expecting. So the first thing I want you to do is why I'm sharing this with you is I want you to be inspired. Wow, you can have that transformation in your 40s? Yeah. Now, I know a lot of you guys who are following me are younger, okay? You're in your 20s, you're in your 30s. So if I can do this at 43, then you can definitely transform your body in your 20s or your 30s. So what caused me to have this transformation? Now, first of all, I'll tell you, I tried many times to get to this second picture, but I failed over and over for years. And the reason is because I did not have the right mindsets. So like you, I know, how do you lose weight? You eat less, you exercise more, right? Well, if you know that that's the case, why don't we do it? Well, one thing that I heard is from a guy called Wes Watson. And he basically said, check in with yourself and check in with your truth as a man. He said, is it really your truth that you are this fat, average, common slob? Is that really your truth as a man? And when I heard that, I really started thinking. And when I got honest with myself, of course, I was thinking, no, this is not my truth. When I think about myself in my mind of how I want to look like as a man, the image that came to my mind was this. So, step one in transforming your body and getting in shape is you have to get honest with what your truth is. What is your spiritual self-image? Meaning, is your self-image to be this average, common-ass motherfucker? Or is your image in your mind, if you're really honest, is that you want to be this ripped guy who looks good with his shirt off? Now, if we're really honest, I don't think there's any guy out there who doesn't want to be jacked and ripped. And I think if we say that we're okay with just being average, we're lying to ourselves. So that was the beginning. That was one of the key mindsets that got me to finally stick to my exercise routine and my diet routine in order to finally lose 30 pounds and get in the best shape of my life at 43 years of age. So now let's talk about the non-physical benefits. So transforming our bodies is obviously going to give us a huge confidence boost because now I feel good with a t-shirt on. When I sit down, my belly isn't folding on top of each other. This shirt here, I couldn't wear this shirt for like 3 years. It was tight on me. My belly was just, I was just fat, right? So I've had this is an old shirt, but now it's even a bit loose on me. So obviously when you have a body transformation, your confidence goes through the roof, and then you're going to feel more confident around the opposite sex. But let me tell you the unexpected benefits that I gained from getting a six-pack at 43 years old. So there's another thing that Wes Watson said. He said, the work instills the worth. The work instills the worth. What does that mean? That means when you pour into yourself, when you work on yourself, the more you work on yourself, the more you start valuing yourself as a man. So chances are you have a lower self-esteem than you want to, or you're struggling with issues from low self-worth. So for example, maybe you look at a woman and you're like, oh, I'd really like to talk to that woman, but I don't feel worthy of her. Or I think that she'd want a guy better than me. One thing I found is when I really dedicated myself to eating in a strict way and training in a strict way, which was me pouring a lot of work into myself, at the end of this process, I had put so much work into me that my self-worth exploded and reached a whole new level. So some of you may be arguing and saying, Jad, I want to transform my body, but it's not worth all the work I need to put into it. You're thinking of it wrong. You're looking at work as a punishment and as a liability. Work is an asset. The more work you put into yourself, the higher your self-worth goes. So the harder you work to transform your body, the higher your self-worth will be at the end of this process. So let's take a look at these two pictures here. So the picture here, I had a lower self-worth. Now the picture here, I had a higher self-worth, and I earned that self-worth through work. The work instills the worth. Credit Wes Watson, okay? Remember that. The work instills the worth. So working on ourselves, having to be strict on your diet, having to go to the gym, having to do hard workouts, having to be disciplined, all of that is a blessing, because if the work instills the worth, that means the more work you do, the more worth you're going to feel. And then so in the end, you end up with a double reward. Number one, you have the body you want. But number two, unexpected result was now my self-worth was through the roof. So what we want to do now, I hope this is rewiring your brain. You're like, oh, okay, so work is it's no longer like, I got to go work out, or I got to like say no to that pizza or that ice cream. No, it's opposite. It's like, oh, I get to say no to this ice cream and this pizza and increase my self-worth. Oh, I get to wake up early and hit the gym to increase my self-worth. Oh, I get to be consistent and consistently do that day after day, week after week, and increase my self-worth. You see what I'm saying? So we're talking about discipline here. Disciplined, positive habits build self-worth. So stop looking at working out, eating strictly, waking up, having to put in that extra effort as a chore and like, no. Every time you work and pour into yourself, you're increasing your self-worth. Success comes down to confidence. Confidence means I believe in my ability to do something, and I believe that I am worthy of success. Now, when you're building your self-worth, that confidence grows. So by building your self-worth, you're actually setting yourself up to be more successful as a man in the other areas of your life. So we're not just talking about a superficial body transformation, okay? Yay, I got a six-pack. Yay, good for me. That's not what we're talking about here. This is a lot deeper. So over the coming months, I'm going to be sharing more mindsets that are going to help you transform the way you think about things, where you start looking at discipline and hard work as something that you can't wait to do and something that enriches your life. And that way you're going to stop running to comfort and laziness, and you're going to start attacking workouts, strict diets, and doing all the things you have to do. I've even created a private community called the Rare AF Community. The Rare AF community is filled with men who want to be that rare motherfucker who's disciplined and doing all the hard things that everybody else isn't willing to do. So there are two categories of men in the world. There's the common motherfucker and the rare motherfucker. The common motherfucker, he's watching porn, he's eating pizza, he's being lazy, he's procrastinating, he's indecisive, he's out of shape. That rare motherfucker, he's waking up early, he's hitting his workouts, he's hitting his macros, he's watching his diet, he's not watching porn, he's doing all the right habits. So which one do you want to be? Do you want to be that common ass motherfucker? Well, guess what? A common motherfucker gets common results. The rare motherfucker is the guy that gets rare results. He's the guy that gets the money. He's the guy that gets the girls. He's the guy that gets the body. So the Rare AF community has been created to bring together ambitious men who want to master self-discipline so that they can become the highest versions of themselves. The reason I created this community is because social media is no longer social. Social media is now you just consume media, you're alone, you're isolated, and then you consume more media. There's no dialogue, there's nothing. So in the community, we get together, we talk, we mastermind, we network, you meet with like-minded individuals, and you can actually talk about this stuff and make friends with like-minded men who are on the same journey. I'm speaking to the guys who want to be that rare motherfucker, that man who wants to be the 10.0 version of himself. If that seems interesting to you, check the link in the description box. In this day and age, common is the new loser. If you're common, you're going to get ignored by women, you're going to get ignored in the workplace, and you're just going to be left behind. This is a new world, and it's very competitive. You're either that rare motherfucker or you're going to be ignored. So you need to raise your standards and stop allowing yourself to have these bad habits, have these addictions, be lazy. That time is over. We're in a new world where only the top of the top are making it. So make sure you join that group of rare motherfuckers who are doing the work they need to do to be the best and highest versions of themselves. That's it for this video. I hope you learned something. I'll speak to you soon.